Those were the greetings that the prophets used. When Jesus Christ, peace be upon him, said, peace be unto you, unto all of us. And when we say peace be unto you, we should mean everybody. Peace be unto you. The weekend after Donald Trump issued Muslim ban and we stood at the airport together in solidarity, people of all races and religions, people of all backgrounds, people of most political persuasions, I don't want to say all political persuasions, most political persuasions, many who had not yet met a Muslim in their lifetime but felt like the country and all of its espoused values were being threatened. The weekend after that, there was a self-professed white supremacist that walked into a mosque in Quebec in Canada and murdered 6 peaceful worshipers. In court, he said that the reason why he went to that mosque and murdered 6 peaceful Muslim worshipers was because when Donald Trump issued Muslim ban, the Canadian government said that they would take in those that were turned away from this nation, and he didn't want those Muslim refugees coming to Canada. Let not the irony be lost that on that one day, more people were killed by that Donald Trump supporting white supremacist, and I know that sounds redundant, by that Donald Trump supporting white supremacist, more people were killed than the total amount of people that have been killed by Syrian refugees in the United States of America. So if you believe that this has anything to do with national security, or that those children that are being held in concentration camps are being held because they pose a threat to our national security, you are just deluded as the man who issued that ban and the man who killed in the name of that ban.
That's right. That's right.
This isn't about national security. This is about racial purity.
That's right. Yes.
And the Supreme Court has upheld the doctrine of racial purity more than once.
Yes.
As the bishop just mentioned, it upheld racial purity in regards to African Americans in this country and judged that all of those espoused ideals of liberty and freedom did not apply to the black people that were stolen from their continent, brought here to build a nation that still does not recognize them as equal human beings.
That's right.
The Supreme Court of the United States upheld the legality of Japanese internments.
That's right.
There was a Chinese Exclusionary Act in the late 1800s, not issued or upheld by Donald Trump, but issued by the same institution that Donald Trump has hijacked today and exploited today. All of this is for us to understand that this is not about one man. This is about everything that got that man elected in office. We have to fight all of that. And when we stood together in that airport, and one protester would leave the chance and say, "Tell me what America looks like," and everybody would respond,
This is what America looks like.
well, guess what America looks like today?
It's right here.
It looks like McAllen. It looks like Pittsburgh. It doesn't look like what we want it to look like. And when we shouted together at the airport, "Tell me what America looks like," what we really meant was, "Tell me what America should look like." This is what America should look like. This is how we should be standing together. This is how we should be in solidarity with one another. I said it the day after in Thanksgiving Square that Donald Trump was creating his worst nightmare. Julio is my brother.
Woo!
We were together in McAllen, as many of us were. What we cannot allow to happen is for this racist government, not racist president, this racist government to isolate our communities from one another and to target us in that isolation. All of us need to stand together. And I want to remind all of you, particularly the Muslims tonight who are afraid, or who are feeling unwelcomed and targeted. The greatest Muslim American, or one of the two greatest Muslim Americans to ever live, Muhammad Ali, took on this government all by himself.
That's right.
Muhammad Ali versus the United States of America. And he won.
Si se pudo.
It took one Muslim to fight this entire government when it perpetuated its oppression on the shores of Vietnam. And here at home, by sending off young black men and people that did not want to kill others to the shores of Vietnam. This is your country. Don't let anybody tell you anything different.
That's right. That's right.
This is your country. The government might not want you, but it doesn't have to. This is your country.
That's right.
So to all of the Muslims that are here and that are watching and that are standing tonight, these are our brothers and sisters, and we stand together. And we appreciate our allies, and we also have our faith in God that we will continue to strive. And when this government moves on to the next community, it's already targeting another community. We have to be there, right there with that community as well, all together as one. Thank you, and peace be on to you all. Assalamu alaikum.